Okay, let's go.
If you've been trading long enough, you know the feeling. You hit a losing streak where nothing you do is right, and suddenly you're fighting for your financial life. Every trader runs into this buzzsaw eventually. Getting out of a drawdown is extremely uncomfortable, but it is also a mechanical skill you can learn. Today, we're going to build a strict step-by-step recovery plan to stop the bleeding and systematically get you back to profitability. Before we start, you need 3 things in front of you. Pull up your current account equity, open your trading journal, and accept total accountability for every trade you've taken. Blaming the market stops now. Dropping the victim mentality is mandatory. When you treat a drawdown purely as a mechanical problem to solve, you stop acting out of desperation. That level-headed approach is how you survive the buzzsaw. Step 1 is applying the tourniquet. When you are bleeding capital, the first thing you must do is cut your current risk and leverage exactly in half. This graph shows 2 different approaches to a losing streak. If your account can sustain 10 full risk losses before blowing up, maintaining static risk, that red line, means you run out of ammo quickly. But if you have your risk, the green line, you suddenly have 20 or 30 trades left. This dynamic risk approach buys you time. What you absolutely cannot do is try to make the money back all at once. If you take a loss, get angry, and double down on the next trade, a martingale strategy, your account equity will plummet straight to 0. You also need to abandon any self-imposed deadlines. Do not set a time limit on how quickly you need to recover those lost funds. Rushing the process only leads to forced trades. Your primary objective right now is to stay in the game. Preserving your remaining ammunition and stopping the financial bleeding takes absolute priority over a rapid return to peak profitability. Step 2 is diagnosing the root cause. Go into your trading journal and isolate your last 5 losing trades. We need to figure out exactly why you are taking these specific losses. This is the drawdown flowchart. Every losing streak falls into one of 3 distinct diagnostic paths. First are emotional errors. This includes revenge trading, overtrading, or taking bad setups because you're angry about an external life stressor, like an argument or financial problems. Second are strategic errors. This means your process is flawed. You might be ignoring your stop loss, forcing a setup that isn't there, or failing to adapt when the market shifts from consolidation to expansion. The final category is basic probability. You followed your trading edge perfectly. Your emotions were in check, but you still took a loss. That is just the normal statistical randomness of the market. A lot of struggling traders write off emotional mistakes as bad luck. Misdiagnosing an emotional tilt as basic probability is incredibly dangerous because it guarantees you will keep repeating the exact same errors. Step 3 is fixing the trigger. Now that you've categorized your errors, apply the specific solution that matches your diagnosis. If you identified emotional errors, the fix is physical distance. You need to step away from the screens to neutralize the trigger. That might mean a meditation session or taking a full 2 to 3 day break from the markets. If you are making strategic errors, you need to drastically reduce your weekly trade frequency. Stop executing live and go back to your backtesting data to refine your technical edge until you actually understand the setups you are looking for. If your losses boil down to basic probability, the solution is acceptance. You have to accept the market's randomness, maintain your halved leverage, and safely weather the cold streak without changing your strategy. Notice that no matter which diagnosis you landed on, every valid solution involves removing financial desperation. Taking the urgency out of your trading is how you stop making poor decisions. Step 4 is executing the flatline strategy. You are going to take your next trade with your reduced risk, and you are going to do it with absolutely 0 emotional attachment to the outcome of that one specific trade. In the initial stage of recovery, you are not trying to shoot back up to profit. You are trying to stop the sharp drops and start creating higher lows in your account balance. This dashboard shows a real-world example of what this looks like. On this prop firm account, the equity curve took a severe, sharp drop, hitting -9% right out of the gate. Instead of panicking and over-leveraging to recover, risk was slashed. That creates this distinct flatlining phase at the bottom of the dip. The account trajectory stabilized because the bleeding was contained. Only after establishing those higher lows did the risk gradually increase. That patience resulted in a steady climb back up, eventually breaking the initial balance and turning into a $25,000 profit. Trying to hit a lucky home run won't save a blown account. Patience and dynamic risk are the only reliable mechanics for digging yourself out of a hole. You now have a strict tourniquet applied to your risk, a clear diagnosis of your errors, and a methodical path to slowly trade your way back to zero. Trading resilience isn't much different from athletic resilience. When high-performance athletes go on a cold streak, they don't change the rules of the game. They stick ruthlessly to their process. And more importantly, they accept total accountability. Blaming the referees or blaming the market doesn't improve your execution. Elite performers own their losses. If you've successfully clawed your way out of a deep drawdown, drop your recovery strategy in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more guides like this one. Protect your capital, manage your risk dynamically, and always treat your trading like a business. I'll see you in the next one.